Why you?
Hey guys, my name is Ebony. Today is day 321 of my lock journey, and welcome back to my channel. So, since baby Locs is still in these lovely box braids that I probably am not taking out for a couple more weeks, I decided to give you guys something a little extra special, and let's just call this People That I Love with Locs. First up, the special guest is my husband. So my husband, little backstory, he is kind of the final reason that I started my own lock journey. He kind of suggested that he was getting locks, and I was like, oh man, he ain't getting locks without me. Oh hell no! So he started his journey a little after me. I kind of jumped the gun a little bit, and I think we did have a plan to start them together.
We did.
Oh.
Well, kinda not really. I wasn't really tripping. I think you wanted to beat me.
It's not that I wanted to beat you, honey. It was more so I was very anxious. Oh. Sorry, but we're here together now, right? We're here together now. So today I will be kind of asking him a few questions about how he feels about his journey this far. Therefore, you know, you guys are kind of on our journeys with us, okay? So we're giving you our insight. All right, babe, you ready?
Yes, indeed. Let's go.
Okay. So
let's do it.
Just the icebreaker question. When did you start your lock journey?
I started my lock journey June 14th, the day before my birthday of 2009. Well, there's two different journeys.
Y'all, I'm interviewing, so if you see me looking down, I got a whole page of notes, okay?
So I have two different start dates. My original start date was June 14th. But along the way, we decided to change.
Yeah, his grid pattern wasn't really working for us. The thickness, and it wasn't working for us, and he was still in the baby lock stage, so we decided to go ahead and start him all over. So like his back 2 rows, I believe, maybe 3 rows, they started June 14th. All of this up here, and don't worry, I'll have pictures and stuff to kind of show you what his hair looks like. It's more like a couple of months old, like 3.
Right. So yeah, I'll say by June, the rest of them should be completely locked.
Do you know how many locks you have?
I do not. I used to. The original pattern I had, or set, whatever you want to call it, I had 77. But I do know now it's even. It's an even number, so I'm not sure exactly.
So give us a thumbs up, and we'll do his lock count. I don't know why I haven't counted his locks yet. What type of locks do you have?
The type of locks that I wanted, I didn't want skinny locks. I didn't want skinny locks. I didn't want locks that are too big, like wick size. I didn't want that, you know, the Florida style. Nothing against it, but I didn't want that. But I wanted something in between. So, not too skinny, not too thick. So, it's a decent size. I mean, I watched a few YouTube videos on people who had, you know, between 50 to 60 locks versus, you know, 70 to 80 type deal to see, you know, what they will look like, you know,
yeah,
as they age.
Yeah, YouTube has been kind of both of our lock inspirations.
But yeah, my I was targeting between 70 and 90 locks. That was my target. So we fell
somewhere in there. Yeah, he's somewhere between 70 and 90. Like I said, we'll do a lock count eventually. So what did you know about locks prior to starting your own journey?
I knew nothing.
Nothing.
My brother has locks. He's had locks for some years, but I never educated myself on it. I never asked him any questions about it. He has a totally different texture of hair than mine, so it's not like he can really give me too much info because, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody's lock journey is their own, so we might be inspired by other people's locks, but the only thing that I tell people is that it's easy, that it doesn't take as much maintenance as me personally, I originally thought. But as far as how your journey is going to go, you definitely have to experience it on your own.
Absolutely. And to add on to that, I didn't realize exactly what I was doing with my, or how to take care of my hair before starting this journey. I think I used to wash my hair way too much, and I used to strip the moisture out of my hair. You know.
Yeah, it's taught us a lot about caring for our hair.
Right.
I can agree.
So now I don't wash my hair as much. Of course, you're not supposed to. And yeah, it's growing a lot. It's grown a lot.
So what were your expectations as compared to the reality of the situation? If you had any expectations, I know you said that.
I tried not to have any because I didn't want to disappoint myself. So I just wanted to, you know, go into it and figure it out and just enjoy the journey because I had no idea, you know, what was going to come of it.
It's really good not to have expectation. I cannot say the same for myself. I still have lots of expectations about my locks, but he is right. Not having expectations will get you to the point where you won't disappoint yourself. You just let it be what it's going to be, what it's supposed to be, and I'm sure it'll be something very beautiful and worth it. So far, it's been worth it for me, and I can say that he feels the same way, right, honey?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, that segues. Is that the word?
Segue.
That segues me into my next question is, how do you feel about them?
I love them. I mean, there's moments, like when it's time for me to get retwisted, you know, I can't wait for that moment. When it comes to the time where it needs to get retwisted.
Loves retwisting.
Well, see, that's a whole different conversation. That's a different topic.
Is it, honey?
Yeah, because, you know, I love for her to play in my hair, you know. It's comforting. And I've always, you know, lay on her lap and let her massage my head and things like that. But that's a whole different conversation.
You can keep telling them.
But what was the question?
How do you feel about your locks?
Oh yeah, yeah. I love my locks so far. Zero expectations. I just want to see my hair grow. This is the longest my hair has ever been in my whole life, and it's pretty cool. Can't wait until my first year. I have 2 different first years, but I can't wait till June to see the progression.
So I'm gonna ask like kind of 2 questions in one. Why did you decide to get locks, and do you miss your natural hair? Well, I mean, this is your natural hair, your shorter hair, your barbershop runs, and your fades every 2 weeks, you know.
I'll answer your second question. Hold on. What was your question?
Oh, okay, so we'll break it down.
You asked me.
Why did you decide to get locks? Did we ask that already?
No.
Okay. Why did you decide to get locks, sir?
There are layers to this question. Many layers. One thing I stopped. I mean, it's been a while since I stopped liking going to the barbershop. I haven't liked going to the barbershop in a long time. Did I say that right? I think I'm wording that wrong. But anyway, I stopped that sounds weird, right?
Say what you said.
I haven't liked going to the barbershop in a while. You know, when you're young, when you're a young kid, it's an exciting thing. You go there with your big brothers or your dad or whatever, and you know you have the whole interaction. You know, male interaction. You're having conversation. You learn what's going on. In the world.
Males. Too many.
And you know, there's testosterone going back and forth. And in the beginning, it's kind of an exciting thing. It's a new thing, but you know, the time that you have to spend in the barbershop is just ridiculous. I don't think anybody should ever have to spend that much time.
I mean, but girls spend that much time in the hair salon all the time. That's just. I
mean, but that's because that's how long it actually takes for you guys. You guys have hair dryers and all kinds of stuff. You wash your hair. No, we just go there to get cut.
True.
And that's it. And we have to sit there for hours sometimes to get it done. And the amount of time that it takes to get your hair cut in the barbershop is just ridiculous. And I stopped liking it. Let's put this all into context.
Story time.
So for years, when we moved to Texas from California, it took a while for me to find a barber. I was getting, you know, messed up haircuts, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of hurt my confidence a little bit because I was used to a certain thing. You know, you go from high school, you got waves, you know, you brush your hair, you got the 360 going, and when I came back, I couldn't even get that going. You know, I was, the top of my hair is softer than the rest of my head, so it cuts really easy. And the barbers out here, when I first came out here, were too aggressive, and they had me looking like I was losing my hair, and I was actually believing that's what was happening.
Y'all.
So,
my husband had hair club for men under my cabinets in my medicine. Okay. My version is infomercial hair club for men.
That's definitely what it was.
Okay. And every day
it was this part. If all the guys out there, if you see light spots in this area, you get nervous. That's a reason to be nervous.
That's a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, you don't want the cul-de-sac. You don't want the Uncle Phil R.I.P.
The code.
You don't want that part, the homie the clown.
Unless he get on my damn nerves.
You know, you don't want that top missing. And I actually watched my dad lose his hair in his early 30s. So I was scared. I was 20, whatever I was at the time.
It was trauma.
And I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. And I used whatever I don't even know how I found out about that damn product, but I found it. I used it. Shit. I don't know exactly what happened with that experiment. I don't know if I was getting bad haircuts, if I was actually losing my hair. It's still mind-boggling to this day. But I do know that I was freaking nervous. Like shaking in my boots, literally. You know, thinking I was about to lose my hair because my pops lost his hair, my granddad lost his hair, my brothers lost their hair, my uncles lost their hair. So I thought it was my time. But luckily, it wasn't. It was not.
Ooh, our poor son, because he named his side. I got a side that lost their hair, too.
Poor buddy.
He'll be alright, though.
Hopefully. So, to make a long story short, too much time in the barbershop, actually being curious as to what my hair would look like long, was a big reason too. And also, you know, I went on a little bit of a soul searching spiritual thing that, you know, I want to experience what it was like for my hair to grow. And Locs was a great way for that. I didn't want to do the, you know, the regular way, the braids, you know, because I feel like there's limitations on that as far as length is concerned, because, you know, when your hair is loose, it tends to break easier. So I didn't want to go that route. I didn't want to deal with, you know, dead ends and, you know, getting haircuts, clipping the ends, and keeping up with that, because I'm just now learning what it takes.
Oh,
to
you're
take
saying,
care of
I'm
it.
sorry, I was lost, baby. You're saying that you wanted to know how your hair grow, and this is the way that you wanted to do it because you didn't want to do the braiding.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, don't play them like you didn't have me braiding your hair for a good 6 months before we locked it.
Yeah, but that was, I always had in mind that I wanted locks. When I started growing my hair, the locks was at the front of my mind. But my hair was getting too long in a fro that it was looking goofy. So I was like, let's put it away, you know, cornrow. But I always wanted locks this time around.
So, let's talk about some maintenance a little bit. How often do you wash your hair?
I don't have a wash routine. I really don't. Maybe the last time I washed, the gap between the last time was probably 2 months.
The next question is, how often do you retwist?
Well, because of the texture of my hair is pretty straight. And it doesn't really curl much whenever you twist it. It just stays straight. So I have to retwist it more often than I would like. But you know, we're working with between 4 to 5.
To be completely honest with y'all, he don't like the fluff. He prefers not to have the fluff.
Well, there's a reason why. It's because it seems like it will completely unravel if I wait too long. And I don't want that.
Because of the texture of his hair.
One of the first times I washed my hair, I didn't understand, you know, pressure, you know, of the water coming out. And there was too much pressure that came out. And my hair was completely loose, it seemed.
My last question. What is your moisturizing routine?
Besides the, you know, I spray my hair with water, infused with essential oils, and
Aloe vera.
I don't do it. Yeah, aloe vera. Is it? I thought you put oils in there. You don't put oils in there? Well, whatever you put in that bottle, that's what I spray my hair with. Aloe vera juice.
I put oil on your scalp.
Okay.
I put oil on your,
That's cool. But yeah, I do that. I don't do it every day. I ain't gonna lie. Is if my hair it seems like it's getting too dry, then I'll spray it. If it starts to itch, which is not very often, then I'll have Ebony put in some water and oil.
Oh, y'all, and I know y'all see these braids, but don't even worry. I be spraying, I be oiling in, I be, you know, I'm taking care of baby locks under these braids. I am. I just wanted to put that in since we're talking about moisturizing routines and things like that. I am definitely caring for baby locks here. Wait till you guys see her. Wait till y'all see her. Y'all gonna be like, oh my goodness, cause she's doing good. She's fine. Me and her are happy right now. So, thank you, honey, for being a part of Ebony Magic.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure.
You're sweet. Thank you for tuning in this far into the video. If you want to see more videos like these, please hit subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, you want to know more about me or me or him, you can leave it But Lo, you know, me and my husband, we are partners in a lot of things. So we cook together, we eat together, we play.
Harmony.
So if you want to see more of us, let us know. Let us know. Thank you so much for joining me on my Loc journey. Us on our Loc journey. And we will see you next time.
Phone is ringing.
No phone calls during the video. Okay. Let's try this.